Welcome back, folks, to another tank review. Today we're looking at the T29, the American Tier 7 heavy tank. Generally, this tank is very well armored at the turret for a heavy tank. I call this tank the Super Gopher, or Super Groundhog if you prefer, but it's because of that turret. That turret has 279 millimeters of armor with about 200 millimeters of mantlet covering the front of it. So, and this tank has a very good gun depression. So you can see these tanks thrives on hull down areas where you cover the hull on a slope area and use a massive turret to bounce shots while you dish out the damages. So this thing is a very hill-like heavy tank. It's the first tank in American heavy line tree to feature key characteristics of all American heavy tanks, which is the insane turret armor, but generally under average hull armor. So what I mean is, this tank only has 102 millimeters of frontal armor, slope at 45 degrees. It's okay-ish if you bounce like medium tank guns from like tier 5, tier 6, but generally you want to keep the hull of your tank covered and going hull down with your turret. Side armor of this tank is garbage too. It's only 76 for the hull, but it's 127 for the turret. So the turret can still bounce small caliber shells, but don't be expecting to bounce like 122 millimeter Russian cannons from this side of this turret. So you must be pointing your gun forwards at all times. The side of your tank is pretty weak and pretty huge. Medium tanks love the side of your tank, and they can easily penetrate and ignite your tank by hitting the fuel tanks. If you watch my Type T34 gameplay review, I hit a T29 in the side of this engine right here. This should be the engine, but the fuel tank is right here. And if you hit it right here, the tank will ignite into flames. So the side armor is only 76, which is pretty garbage. The rear armor is only 51, which is terrible. So and the rear of the turret is only 102. So you can see the key characteristics of American heavies from tier 7 on, which is they have very good turret armor, but lacking in frontal hull armor. So most of American heavies like to go hull down tactics, where they cover up their hull armor and use their turret and gun to penetrate people. Alright, let's talk about health and the rest of the stats, since it's a heavy tank. It has 1,250, which is on the low end side of a tier 7 heavy tank's health. Compare this to a Tiger, the Herschel Tiger. The Tiger has 1,500 health, which is very meaty. The KV3 has 1,400 health, I think. Let's check. Yes, 1,400 health. So it's still on the other end of the side. The IS has 1,200 health, I think, but you're on the low end side of the health pool, so you need as much health as you can get when you're playing a heavy. Engine wise, this is okay. It is very good. It's 800 horsepower engine, which gives you 35 kilometers per hour, which is pretty good. The traverse speed is okay. It's 25 degrees. Its rate of fire is very decent. It's about with good crew and skills, it's about 10 seconds per shot. The turret traverse is okay. It's 26 degrees per second. It's not like 21 degrees per second or 18 for Soviet heavies. Ugh, those are slow. It has a very good rear range of 380, which makes this a very good scouting tank when the opportunity requires it. So without further ado, let's go into Tank Inspector, and we can see the armor values of this amazingly overpowered, in my opinion, heavy tank. Alright, we're back with Tank Inspector to see the godly overpowered armor of the T29. What I mean is its frontal armor of T29 is 207. Wait, go away. I want to see stuff. Shoo. Alright. So frontally, this has 250 turret armor. So this will bounce most shells. If you hit the sides, it will bounce. You need a further lance gun aimed directly right next to the gun mantlet. Really directly next to the gun mantlet in order to penetrate. And even so, it might not even penetrate too. So the turret is very bouncy. For the gun mantlet, The gun for the gun mantlet, you can see it has 178 armor underneath the gun mantlet. Well, across the gun, but the gun mantlet is 279 thick. You're not penetrating this gun mantlet, and the overall rated oh my god, top of the gun mantlet is about 600 millimeters. You're not penetrating anything through this gun mantlet. It is ungodly thick. Alright, the side is also 283. Jesus, and it bounces. So the turret of this tank is overpowered. Now, for the ears of this tank, like the little side box ears, why this tank is called the Gopher, which I call it the Gopher. But these are radio or antenna boxes, and these will deal no damage to the tank. You will not damage the tank. You will not destroy the radio if you hit it. So even if you hit these spots, you will do no damage. So don't shoot at these spots. It used to be, but now it's not. Frontal hull armor wise, you can see it's about slope at 45 degrees, so it's about 130ish, 35ish, and it's okay for a heavy tank, but it's still pretty weak. Medium tanks will easily penetrate frontal hull armor. Lower plate is only 80ish, so don't shoot. Well, shoot the lower plates, but this is a weak spot to the machine gun turret. This is a very general weak spot. It's only 100 millimeters, so shooting here will easily penetrate a tank if you have good caliber shells. Let's look at the side tanks before we talk about weak spots. So side tank is only 76, which is very weak. Penetrating anything right here will damage the tracks and will blow your engine out if you hit it in here, or blow out your fuel tank. So bad idea. The side of the armor of the turret is 127. It's not that good, but it's right here. So you can see if any part of it right here, it is the side of the turret. So if you aim right here, it's only 102, but it's sloped downward, so 104. So if you're, I think the commander sits right here, and if you aim right here, you'll hurt the commander. The ammo rack on this tank is right here. It's a small hitbox, but this is where the ammo rack is. So yeah, as you can see, these antennas, you're not penetrating antennas. These are pretty weak. Alright, the rear of the tank is very weak. It's the same, it's 51. It's very weak. The underneath the tank, there's a little strip right here. I think that's the engine compartment. You can shoot this with a Panzer 1C and you'll penetrate. So the rear of the tank is garbage. So mostly you should use this tank with a godly turret armor, because with this godly turret armor, you can just sit on a hill and use this gun suppression to your advantage. So you can poke your gun down, or poke your gun down. Let me zoom out a little bit. So basically what you do is you sit on a hill, you poke your gun down and shoot at people, and they can only shoot at your turret. So making your tank very, very overpowered. Alright, so let's talk about weak spots on this tank. When you're facing one of these tanks and you cannot hit the hull of the tank, there's generally two weak spots that most people aim for. First weak spot is this little triangle shape up here. This is you still need a very high caliber gun in order to penetrate this little triangle. But this triangle, let's see. This little triangle right here is about 100. So you need a very good 200 millimeter penetrating gun in order to just shoot the little triangle up here. This little triangle. But most people also go for the cupola. The cupola is 175 sloped, so it will bounce some the 122 millimeter Russian guns if you shoot at the cupola. But this generally, in order to penetrate the turret of this tank, you need a very high penetrating gun shooting very precisely at the cupola, the commander cupola, or this little triangle right here. You will not penetrate the side unless you're using a very big cannon, but generally this tank will not face that big cannons. Hull armor wise, just penetrate the hull and you'll damage this tank. So that's the basic weak spots on this tank. Used to be you can shoot these little radio boxes and you damage it. Now they don't. Now you have to shoot the little cupola. If your tank is facing front, you have to shoot the cupola, which is very well angled. If you shoot it up to down, you can just shoot it in the middle, and this is very weak spot. But other than that, this tank is very well armored and very good with gun depression. See, this tank can point the gun pretty well. Not compared to the Panzer 5, This doesn't have that good of a gun depression, but still very decent because they have a very big gun mantlet and turret. So let's go back to the in-game model and we can talk about the guns. Alright, since this is a heavy tank, we need to talk about the gun selection. So let's see. You start out with this peanut gun if you're coming from the jumbo, which is very, very underwhelming. This gun makes the tank look like it's a freaking fetus baby. It's really small. So this is the same gun you get on the jumbo, and the only gun you can unlock before you need to unlock this gun, which is the 90mm. If you play the M6 though, you can easily you already have unlocked the 90mm. So your grind to the top gun is not that bad. See, the 90mm is already unlocked if you go through the M6. But generally, you need these two guns in order to get the 105mm gun, top gun on the tank, which is 195mm penetration, which is very good for a tier 7 heavy. It's also very punchy. It's 320 damage. Accuracy is 0.49, which is okay. It's not that good. It's not bad either, so it's generally okay. The aim time is okay. It's 2.3 for a heavy tank. But when you're researching this tank, when you're just starting out, I would recommend you get the gun first before you get the turret first, because the stock turret already has 279mm of frontal armor, whereas the upgrade turret has the same armor, except it's just a little bit better view range. So in my opinion, I recommend you get the gun first before you get the turret. The turret will help increase the fire rate of this gun, but I recommend you get the gun first because the 90mm is very underwhelming at tier 7. With 160mm pen, it's very underwhelming. So recommend you get the gun first before you get the turret. So as with all tanks, get the tracks first. Then get the second engine if you already have. I think this is already unlocking the M6. No, it's not. Ooh, yeah, the engine's gonna be bad too. But generally with heavy tanks, I recommend gun first, tracks first. Actually, tracks first, gun, engine, turret, or track, gun, turret, engine. It doesn't matter. Radio, you don't need that radio. You don't need a big radio. You are a frontline tank. You are the main pushing force. So radio is meh. It's out of the story. So, crew skills wise, I would go for all repairs at the beginning if you don't have a toolbox. Now, if you can't afford a toolbox with this tank, I generally recommend gun rammer, vertical stabilizer, since you can mount one, and it's very needed of a vertical stabilizer. And you can put this with the toolbox first before you put the vents on. So putting toolbox first will help you help your crew learn repairs faster, I think. No, it doesn't help learn repairs faster. It just helps you get repairs as your first skill faster. Since I came from the jumbo, I didn't use my jumbo as a heavy tank. So generally it doesn't have all repairs. But likely you should do all repairs since you're a heavy tank. Then swap out repair for commander for 6 cents, which is very good on this tank since it like hills, and generally repairs again. But also I played this tank a lot, so I have 3 skills already, and you can see from my service record what's my vehicle. I played this tank 563 times, and this tank is pretty beefy. So I played this tank a lot, and you can get a lot of steel wall medals with this tank because of that godly turret armor. So this tank will not fear tier 9 heavies if it's using a hill, and this gun is rather punchy too, so it'd be probably fine. Other than that, let's have some live gameplay and see how beast of a tank this is. It's very, very overpowered in my opinion. In hills, that is. Oh, confrontation against the Germans. Alright, here's the fun part. Against the Germans, it's pretty much the same. Remember, this thing like hills. You need a lot of hills. The whole armor isn't that good, so you have to use hills to your advantage. As you can see, I've modded my game a little bit more, and you can see with the different garage and different reticle. But in my opinion, don't over mod your game because you don't need all that information. You really don't. You don't have time to look at all those information. But other than that, let's go shoot some people.
Let's get this show on the road.
So it's about 10-second reload with this gun if you have a very good crew on, which is very good, and it's very punchy too. So it's 9.41 seconds for a reload, but I have vents as well as brothers in arm, and my Skype is going beepy. All right. Temque hanga ese bakaka. Okay, I don't even know that. Is that even Spanish? All right. But this tank is very overpowered, so you need to stick with the hills and give this tank hold down position and use that gun depression to your advantage. So we're facing a very campy. Looks like very campy. It's mostly mediums and tank destroyers, and we have 3 heavies, high tier heavies. So have to push. Remember, stick to hills and stick to hold down position and lags. Alright. Always carry fire extinguisher, repair kits, and medical packs for your tank because you will get underwhelmed. Looking at the map, I don't think I should be here since there's a lot of troops on the other side. Hopefully that other T29 will be there. No, they're not that good. We'll flank around. Alright, our base is about to be captured. I'm not spotted. They can do it. I need to peel back. This is a very bad position to peel back to. Oh no. Angle the armor. He's angling pretty well. Don't show a drum. See? It's still good at bouncing low tier shells. Very good. But that thing is not a Tiger yet. So we're fine. Shit. Slope against the sides. His gun is not that good. Not my feet. Peel back and support.
Periscope is fixed, but it's still fragile.
And now we have to peel back and help the rest of the team. Don't stay out in the open too. There's a 1 artillery in play, so we're gonna keep line shot.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is hit.
Oh, light. .25. Oh, they killed the T29. Was that guy AFK? It's okay. We can do it.
Target acquired.
See, the gun depression is very good.
Penetration. Target released.
Try to take out his engine. 2, 1.
Enemy is hit. Target acquired.
Fudge.
Target unlocked.
Did all my team died? Yes. Shit.
Ready to... Got him.
It's very good firing on the move too, so the accuracy is pretty...
Permission to engage.
slam angle, huh?
Enemy armor is destroyed.
There is a E25 coming for me. They try to outcat me. I doubt I can reach. Okay. Oh, missed.
Target acquired.
I can still bounce these small caliber shell. He's peeling back. He knows he can't penetrate.
Target released.
Okay, he's spotting for other people. That's fine.
The main gun is damaged. We can't fire accurately. Enemy armor is destroyed.
Alright. We need a very accurate gun. We don't care about this one. I cannot reach that in time. Shit. Oh well. But this tank is very heavily armored. You just need a good team to back you up. Oh, why is there legs? Oh, really?
Ready to fire.
Yep, but you generally need a very well. I should peel back. That was my bad. So it's very easy to get steel wall in this tank, and you can fire on the move pretty well. So it's okay. That was okay. That was just a warm up. Let's do another one. But this tank is very overpowered if you know how to use it right, because the turret is very thick. You have 380 meter view range, which is very good, and you can eat a lot of shots. And you have very good punchy gun too. So this tank is very, very overpowered. But still, it's not as overpowered as the fucking SU-152, which fire goes around and does 700 damage if you shoot me in the hull. Remember, this tank has no hull armor. You have to keep hull down and keep your hull covered, and use a turret to work. If not, angle your armor. You still have very good side armor and very thick tracks. The tracks are very thick, so you can eat a lot of shots. Get out of my way, I'm more important. So we have a peanut gun KV-1S and a Chiri. He's a very good player. Alright, I'll give him the benefit of that. They have 2 artillery. And generally I do not want to get hit by SU-152. So try to park up here, use this little hill. The cave. The T29. Remember, you're fighting the same tank as your tier. Shoot for the hull. 2v3.
Penetration.
Shoot for the hull of the tank.
Enemy is hit.
Keep your turret up. Keep hull down. It's good, but it's not that good. It's shooting on the move.
Enemy armor is damaged.
See, the turret will bounce. That was artillery shot. Let's try to come over here. So, do we have a shot? He's not spotting me yet. I have 6th sense on, so I know if he spots me. Now he spots me.
Enemy armor
Put
is
that
hit.
shot into him. Angle. There you go. You can still bounce shots from this tank because the mantlet is very, very thick. Trying to support my team. I could go up. Only took the tracks. Let's see if we can get a cheeky shot on turret. Nope, not that accurate. He actually got shot on my side. Alright. Oh, he got shot on the triangle thing, which is okay. I'll give him credit. I need to peel back. There's a KV-3 around the corner. I'm by myself.
One of our tracks is damaged. Ready to fire. Enemy armor is damaged. We're immobilized.
Trying to get out of here.
Target released. Ready to fire. Let's find another target.
Alright.
We've lost a track.
Fucking artillery.
Drive on. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay. Yeah, side armor. See, had to bounce. Artillery. Keep this tank angle and call for backup.
Enemy armor is hit.
Hopefully my artillery can do something about it.
Target acquired. Penetration. Target released. Bailout. This vehicle is static.
Come on, artillery, play the game right. Thank you. It'll be a lot better if you didn't let me die. The teams I get, ugh, disgustingly terrible. Yeah, okay. Pause. Alright, from that result, I finally got back. Still got top tier, even though I die right in the middle of it. Got spotting damage. What? What? That's crazy. Alright, so that's basically how you slope your armor. Not slope, angle your armor, blah blah blah. But we did okay. It was okay-ish game. It was a double, but it was okay. It's not that good. Oh, I played ISU game. Here's IS2 review. IS2, ISU, blah, whatever. So whatever, we don't care about that. We're talking about T29. Back to T29. I'll do ISU later. But the turret armor is very good. So let's do one more, I think. But we won that one. All right. Okay, it's a tier 8. It's on the same goddamn map as the first game. Jesus Christ. It's the same side too. Oh my god. I remember, hills are your advantage. Yeah, I need to peel back if my freaking team is losing on the right side. But Jesus, this tank is very good. So you still need to aim for weak spots. Aiming for weak spots against tier 8s, tier 9s is a very critical requirement on this tank. Crucial requirement. So let's go towards hill where I was going on the first game. Oh, it makes sense. It's on northwest. It's in America. I have to defend America from this time is random people. But first time was against the Germans. The Germans. Ringer Schmager slides it. Whatever. I don't even know what that means. It sounds German. Alright. Yes, that means that guy's toast. I've played enough German tank to sure to know what that means. So, use hills to your advantage. I'm getting like 20 frames. Jesus Christ, why is it so laggy? I have a Tiger too. 71. Yeah, we have an object with 416. It's fine. I can handle it. There's a comet. I do have 6 cents, so no worries. Okay, Tiger 1. He has 1,500 health. Good shot. Oh my god, he took a big shot from a Ramatal Borsig. Can we kill him?
Enemy armor is destroyed.
There we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on. So this tank reloads pretty fast, in my opinion. Yeah, that guy was a bad Tiger driver. It's fine. Oh my god, it's a lot of tier 7s, 8s, and all that crap. I have to go down here and cover this Ramatel Borsig. What the hell did you shot at? By that gun sound, man. Pow!
Permission to engage.
It's behind a rock.
Let's find another target.
That's a gun mallet. Blind shot. That's not gonna go through. Try to get another T29. Remember, the whole armor is very weak. You missed. I missed. Everybody missed Palooza. I missed? What? Okay. Let the Ramatel work.
Enemy armor is damaged.
Come on. Okay, no more shots. Where's that Tiger P? Oh, he's all the way over there. Yeah, let's go help. Help out the other side. Remember, use hills to your advantage. That's where your turret comes to play. Okay, there's nobody on there. IS-6 is very heavily armored too, so I might have to use gold rounds against IS-6. Oh, he's all the way down there. Jesus Christ. This is not a good spot in my opinion because there's no hills. So we do have more tanks than they do. But we need to play smart though. Okay, you get that Tiger 2. Tiger 2, get that guy. What the hell is that the guy blinking? He's behind a wall. Alright. I might have to load some premium for him. That's fine. Nice turret shot. Remember, IS-6 is very heavily armored against his ass. And I'm gonna run, ram him for the front of it! Come on, Caesar! I'm heavier than him. Alright. I don't even need to use the premium, but yeah. This tank is pretty heavy. It weighs 65 tons, I think. IS-6 weighs about 50-ish. So this tank is very heavy. I dealt 100 damage to him, he dealt 80 damage to me. Okay, fair enough. And there's one artillery left. So this is actually a very seal clubbing team. Jesus. This guy's stuck. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. Let's wedge him. He's wedged in place. So, yeah, we did okay. We didn't do that good. Yeah, it was a good team. The Tiger 2 did well. Okay, let's have one more before we close it for the day. But remember, this tank is very heavily turret armored. So, staking behind hills. Ooh, very good map. Very good map. I love this map. Hell yeah. So I'm going to go into the heavy tank corner and I'll demonstrate the tank turret to its full advantage. I love this map. In T29s, this map is amazing for T29s if you're fighting other heavies. Because of the hills, there's so many hills. Especially on that tank corner, the heavy tank corner. We have a good artillery and a okay-ish Yak Panther. They have okay E8 and a spotting AMX-12T.
Time to roll out.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The gun mods is very good. I like gun mods. So I'll probably upload a video on how you get mods and how you should. Well, it's probably just a video on how you get mods, so you guys don't have to be in the dark. But then again, don't over mod. Don't be a noob. Over mod your game. Every information there is on everything. Okay, we can see their Easy 8 is going that way. The rest of the team can handle it. Should be able to handle it. There's a jump. We have a jumbo right there. We have a Yak Panther. Yeah, we can handle it. If the Yak Panther plays smart, he can handle it. We have to take out all their heavies. The Tigers, the KV-1S, the IS. There's a 12T right here.
Penetration.
You walked in the wrong neck of the woods, son.
I don't see the target.
Alright. High back from artillery fire for a bit. You can see one of their KV-1Ss went down the hill. I don't know why that 12T decided it was the best idea to go to heavy tank corner, but hey, I'm not playing him. And this KV-1 has a dirt gun from a KV-2. Jesus. Or KV-1. Alright, back off, back off. No, you cannot back off. Alright. Nice shot. Panther. Oh, that's not a Panther, that's a Victus. Same thing. Close enough to fight this IS. Oh, the IS is too good. I didn't track him. He doesn't have good enough gun depression for me. And he's lost a lot of health. Okay, we have a guy on. Oh, we have a Tiger and an AT2 on the hill. Alright, that's fine. Remember, this has very low. Oh, Jesus, he got wrecked. Jeez, Josh. Remember, the gun turret is very thick, as well as a sloped frontal armor. And having recruit skill is very good. Don't shoot me, please. I don't want to stuck him in the. Get out of the way if you're not doing damages. T34. Yeah, he's weak sauce. Yeah, run. Time to run, bud.
Ready to fire. Penetration. Target released.
That's a Tiger, boy. Yeah, that we found out the hard way.
Enemy is hit. Let's find another target.
Okay, come on, choose a side. There you go.
Enemy armor is damaged.
One more good hit into him. Nice. Now peel back.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is destroyed.
This gun is very punchy.
Enemy armor is hit.
The Vickers was a more of a juicy target. And my phone is ringing. Oh no! Denied the call! I must do something first. Oh Jesus. Artillery shot. Oh god! Stuff complicated. Tiger is right here. He missed. Badly. Panther. Shoot the Panther. I got him. My turret versus your turret? I'll take my turret. You can shoot at me all you want. The gun is not that accurate though. Yep, not that accurate. Boy, we can trade shots all day. Boy, stop calling me. Come on, boy. Oh.
We're trying to cover for him.
Fucking artillery. You're gonna get it.
Let's go.
See, repair skill is crucial in heavy tanks because you get your tracks blown off, your gun blow out. Yeah, can I shoot over here? Yeah. Mother of God, stop calling me!
We're immobilized.
Nigga, if I didn't pick up the first time, stop calling me. For some reason. Ah, fucking artillery. Piece of shit. Ah. Okay, I'm seriously pissed off at this person. I'll call you back when I'm stopped shooting people. Now leave me alone. Leave me alone. Come on. Okay, I'm getting pissed off. Turn it off my phone. This freaking person keeps calling me. What the fudge is that person anyway? I don't know you. Okay.
Target acquired.
Scrub Lord! Let's try to kill the tiger first. Okay, I'm very pissed off. Pissed off. You mother of God, stop calling me! I missed a shot on the tiger. Ah! God damn it. Stop calling me. Why you keep calling me? I'm not that popular. Okay, as we see, we took out the freaking artillery. Piece of crap. We did spotting damage? Alright, we did like peanut spotting damage. But yeah, that's how you play this tank. It's very heavily armored. Very heavily armored. And potential, I took a lot of potential damage too. So you can easily get steel wall in this. Okay, I have to answer to whoever this person is. So I'll be right back. Well, I call this a day, but this tank is very overpowered. And people, stop fucking calling me. Jesus, there must be something going on. Alright, so this tank is very overpowered in my opinion. Try to get this tank if you can. It's very good. That's why I play like, what the hell? 567 games other than my KV2. KV2 is just, I play a lot of artillery because I don't have a computer back then, so I play a lot of artillery. But GW Panther is very good. Alright, I have to answer calls, I have to do shit. So see you guys next time. The 23rd of February, some sort of Russian day. So go Putin. Alright, adios. Das vidanya. GG, well played.